All right. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I literally just got back home an hour ago. Went to the gym. So, yeah, I'm pretty beat. It's probably going to be a short stream today. Now, I'm excited to play this. Alan Wake is a really fun game. I did play it earlier this year for the first time, actually. And I did like the whole narrative type deal where, let's see. Let's see. Okay, we'll just keep it there at 50%. We'll keep. Oh, you get story mode, normal mode, and hard mode. Now, it's been a while since I played a little bit. Well, not, I don't want to say a while. It's been a little bit since I played Alan Wake 2. And
back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Feels so weird.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
I like the...
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted.
Oh, that's cool.
This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster.
I just realized that, like...
And monsters wear many faces.
So, as far as I know, Alan is still stuck in the dark place. And now he has to find a way to get out, while also still keeping the dark presence in the dark place. Did not need to see him make it naked ass here. Yeah, shit. Hang on, I forgot to do something. Dude, this is the problem with like a lot of the stuff that I have to do. It's like so last minute. Because I never know what time I'm going to be back home. Alright. Oh, hello.
Where'd he gone?
I really do like the graphics. The graphics look really, really good here. I mean, the old game, the graphics were pretty good for the time, but now that they've had, what? Alan Wake 1 came out 2008, 2009, I don't want to say, around that time. And then the remastered version only just came out you know, the past couple of years. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. That's me trying to make it through the week. This is definitely not the real world. Oh, hello. Like I said, if anything, I think Alan's writing the story still. Hello, little help. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Come on, bro. You can run faster than that. Whoa, hello. Jesus.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
Huh. Wasn't it the same couple that just saw this guy, like, earlier? Ah, hang on. One thing I hate about, like, this whole thing with, like, my monitors is that, like, no. Sometimes, like, stuff pops up and it causes, like, everything to shift to one side, and then I can't see chat. Alright. Title card. Title card. Jesus, that is, like, big ass fonts for the title card. Kind of reminds me of when they did Civil War.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are
Hey,
you?
James McCaffrey. That's the guy who
This trip
voices
might take a little longer than I thought.
that's the guy
I'm
who
sorry I've
voices
been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my
what's his
God, Mom,
name?
it's not
Max
your
Payne.
fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right.
I think Sam Lake is
Dad
the
and I
guy who
are just watching
plays
the latest episode
Alan
of
Wake.
Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
That guy kind of looks like the G-Man
Logan
on
thinks
the
you
left.
should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Alright, that's Max Payne's voice actor. That's James McCaffrey. The fact that you both drink coffee at the same time.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Now, from what I remember from like the footage, you do play as this lady, which is kind of cool that you're playing as someone else other than Alan.
Here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Ah, invitation. So, one thing I'm wondering is,
Worth memorizing.
are these two characters created by... Oh, hello. Oh, is it like open world?
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
As I was saying, I think these two might be characters within Alan Wake's story that he's writing within the Dark Place. Well, of course the game's installed. How else am I playing it?
Right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson.
Okay.
I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting.
I wonder how long it's actually been since,
Thornton.
you know, Alan went missing. Because you know that, like, with Alan,
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
okay. Wow, this is cool.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
Oh, this is kind of cool.
The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Mind case is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. can use R1 to move around, L2 and R2 to zoom in and out. You can use the left stick to move the cursor. Now, alright. Alright, Ted Lane was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Found in Cauldron Lake. Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. State of body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Found 2 weeks ago, Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Okay, so things that we have in common. They all had, large chest wounds. Well, 2 had chest wounds, 1 had stab wounds. Only 2 had bloating, bruising on the wrists. Okay, bloated in the corpse, indicative of drowning, but only 1 victim was found in water. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim, hard to confirm due to body. 2 of the victims had bruising of some sort, restraint, strapped down, or belted down. Okay, the killer profile. Killer victim 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. Message from the killer, or maybe their art. Apart from from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. They look kind of cool.
I see you're already hard at
Visiting the
work,
Mind Palace
Anderson.
does not pause the game, so be
Close to
mindful of nearby
cracking it?
threats.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Well, I guess this guy's... Whoa, he teleported.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
I get pulled right back in.
Real funny,
Alright,
Anderson.
rampage at rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. An idyllic vacation, barbecuing, and late night fishing was violently disrupted as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors and causing chaos and... Okay, that... I just noticed there's a misspelling on destruction. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still large, Bright Falls is... Blah, blah, blah. 1 minute we were laughing, toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up to the cabins. We didn't know what was going on. Kurt Mill, another blah, blah, blah. It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog started barking his head off, and a psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. I don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again. Missing Doberman found on the trail. Isn't kind of cool. You get like little snippets. As a hike a day, keep depression away. No, it does not. I've tried. Okay, well, somebody was here reading the papers. Either that or they've just been tossing them out here. Starting fire is prohibited. Please do not feel wildlife. Leave no trace. You think there would be bears out here in this part of the... Probably so. I think Bright Falls said it was in Oregon, North
Stairs
Dakota.
are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. The mighty mountain on the other side, in the distance of the Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark looking over Cauldron Lake, the right angle, the mirror. Hello, what's over here?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Well, that's cool that like you hear the. Okay, can't go through there. But they want to have us out here. Oh, hello. It's like dream catchers. Oh no, those are God's eyes. I used to make them when I was a kid. Very, very simple to make. I think I made a couple for my mom. Oh, this powerful feat, Mortar Falls, powerful feat of nature will revive spirit as it does around surrounding nature, churning, grinding water to the bottom, reservoir, mortar and pestle, which quite like the one at the Witch and Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. But is she actually a witch?
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books. But he really hates the movies.
My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but it might, but maybe you'll find an inspiration. Oh, hello. Manuscript fragments. Can be used in upgrade weapons in the Mind Palace. Oh, hello. Kind of weird that you have like an upgrade system in an Alan Wake game. I guess they had to do that. Well, like the Alan Wake games that the Alan Wake game I remember was more like, you know, using the flashlight to be your basically aiming reticle.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I guess it's a good thing I went down there.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Yeah, but there can I... Hey!
Hello there.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case
The guy kind of
solved.
looks like Steve
The
Buscemi.
body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial
Oh, hello. Poker chips.
shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Those are real? You guys hiring?
He's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
And then you always got to look around, especially if they're doing like a whole LA Noir deal of like, you know, inspecting everything.
scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table.
He's been
Ritualistic.
bound. You elect your first key image. You can place in the case board inside the Mind Palace. Up allows Saga to see active clues. Key image can be selected and placed.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing will begin a new line of investigation. Nakia, it'll prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable in your case goals. All right. Okay. He's been bound.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
And the chest wound.
Incise stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Newly discovered clues can be placed. Newly discovered clues.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this
Yeah,
time, the heart and the straps were left behind.
I was about to say.
More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Clues resolved. Open question unlocked deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions can be unlocked, updating your goals. Learn more about the killer, learn more about the victim.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer.
And
They spent time
that's
here.
a tripod.
Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes.
Wait.
You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off to
Who's
do
his
that.
partner?
Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago.
God, that makes me feel
Same
old.
as all the other victims.
I was like a year out of
Certainly
high
fits the
school.
pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this
So it's
town
been
wants to
13
forget.
years since he's been gone.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Okay, let's look around some more.
I think that's everything.
Oh,
For
okay.
now, at least.
Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Charms, ah, okay. All right. Okay.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Yeah, this is definitely premeditated.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw.
Oh, this is really
feel
cool.
what they felt.
You're getting kind of like a little bit
Use
more of
whatever I
a
know about them to guide my intuition
detective
or
feel for like
piece it together.
LA Noire. Like, it's been a while since we got a game that does something like this. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people interest. Okay.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
That's like something going on with the dark place.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This
Not
mug
the-
always cheers me up.
Not the worst, Mom. Alright. Check the lakeshore.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed
Hello.
him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
They were camping out here.
Peace, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Man. Like I said, I miss that, like, LA Noire. I like the fact that, like, you have to piece together everything. And there'll probably be more to add and look for.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
You know, I heard that they're thinking of doing a remake of Max Payne, which would be really cool to see on today's hardware. Whoa. The witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
You know, it does make me think of, like, what is going to go on. Because this whole thing is, like I said,
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
this whole thing could be, like I said, a story that Alan is writing while he's down in the dark place. Let's see. Mirage told me that her family's moving away. This sucks. I can't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anyway? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her a big school in a better school in a big city. So I told her. She thanks fucking kill me. Suck out again last night. Went to the lake instead of watching it from here like I always do. Instead of sitting around, like I always do. Screw that. So someone was here. Oh, Willow, what's that? Health? Batteries? Honestly, batteries were
A
never
lunchbox again.
a problem for me.
Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Oh yeah, I think we're definitely a story that Alan is writing in order for him to get out of the dark place. So I do remember that, like, Alan sacrificed himself to, like, switch out his wife
Welcome back,
in,
Anderson.
in order to keep the dark presence at bay. The problem is that the dark presence is still there in the lake trying to find a way to get out.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
There's no mystery in culture like being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories. Yeah, I do remember this. What was her name? She was not a witch before. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake or exact her revenge on her behalf. I'm trying to remember. Because that was, what's his name's girlfriend.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading
the
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
All right, the page.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
All right. Yeah. Trailer's gone cold.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's...
Okay. Manuscript pages. Yeah, we found those already.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do... what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience?
Both.
Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
You made it
Too
back.
late.
Good.
I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week.
Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Wonder what's inside.
Let's
I
see.
should take a look around for a way to open
Confused. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Wash your hands.
creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Let's see. Hello. That symbol's popping up everywhere. Okay, wash your hands, but we can't get near the sink. This being warning you fellow trespassers. They say the lake is called Caldera. What if that's not true? What if something else is not less intentional? I say the lake's not a form, it's design. It has a purpose. The lake is a hiding place. Beneath the calm surface lies secret machinery ready to be activated at the press of a button. Okay, so wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Where would you wash your hands out here in the middle of the damn forest? Feels a little bit odd doing like a open world Alan Wake game. Like the first one was so like streamlined. Hello. Okay, what was it? Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. There's the fridge. There's the sink. Maybe we have to come back and do that. I don't think this is where we have to go, right?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
Station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Didn't we just pick something up for the case board? Oh, okay.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Keep trying.
Cauldron Lake area. Okay, let's get back to it. Whew.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Maybe. What's it do you?
Seems like a nice town so far, murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they've seen much stuff this gruesome.
Hello.
There's another lunchbox.
We're all together, this hero. Cases. Casey lunchbox. Cauldron Lake.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
And they've definitely been doing this for a while.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Ow. It's starting to feel my age.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
'81st Deer
Need to
Fest.
swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Anyway, this takes place 13 years after. Then what about that diner chick that helped, or that was possessed by the dark presence?
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
The Bahala nursing home. Right. Man, they really bought this place up.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Come and get percolated.
How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich. Bittersweet nectar. Into the coffee world.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn
dear.
sure my
You.
Take care. We'll be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days. It's a nice looking float to share. This is my first Deer Fest.
The Oh Dear Diner.
The FBI.
Hello
Welcome
there.
To Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff.
What happened to the previous
I'm
sheriff?
Coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Sarah.
Wait, is that
This is Agent
what's his
Alex
name?
Casey.
Sean Ashmore?
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound
I
like...
think that is Sean Ashmore.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No. The Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to
Coffee
say.
and pay.
Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
She looks a lot younger than when she appeared.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging.
Oh, that's my Saturday
I just have a few
afternoon.
questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
All right. Why were you guys at Cauldron
What
Lake?
were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer.
Uh-oh.
True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it.
Ah?
The whole thing was terrifying.
What did you find?
That's all.
All right. All right, the Bookers.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the
I like the fact that like you
down
see
the
like
lake.
the live action footage of these characters and then the game footage at the same time.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder.
That explains why there was a hole in the
cult of the tree.
fence.
What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Timmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor.
I was gonna say
Stay around
that.
town for now in case we have
Is that
any more
her?
questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
Drowned in the lake.
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
She looks too young to be the waitress from the previous game. If I was right, the previous waitress was like 18, 20 years old, so that would put her probably around 33 at this time.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Cult of the Tree.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Okay. Let's see, wearing deer masks. Who's involved? Cult goal. Large amount of supplies.
Think.
And then
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those two idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
oh, another deer.
Rest easy, buddy.
What if there's like a trophy for petting all the deer heads? This takes me back.
I need something to force this open.
This is definitely a lot cleaner than some of the bathrooms I've seen at truck stops.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's see.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Let's see. Seen anything strange
Seen
about out of the
anything out
town?
of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious, but soon enough there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know. So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
We're getting some more new folks in
All
town.
set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted.
You know,
Real important guest.
I try to get into D&D.
Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
I think I tried playing one campaign, but D&D
Hey, what do you
takes
know
like
about that
so much.
waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Yeah, dude, it feels so weird being around here. And it looks like they demolished like a good portion of the town.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. That's taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff station, for Pete's sake. One of the days I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're going to get thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet rolls? Sounds like you got too much time on your hands.
They locked up an innocent man.
Okay, so there's the quick dodge mechanic from the previous game.
See you around.
Like I said, it does feel odd having to go through here
Agent?
and like look at things now. God, look at these old ass computers. This is 2023 and you can't update to something more modern?
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You only had a tour guide also. Bear season. Oh no, a bear.
Little live action.
Oh dear, I'm a tourist. It appears that I'm lost in the woods.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other town.
This is kind of funny.
Oh dear, I am a
Whoa, the sheriff teleported. And so did Anderson. No, wait, we're Anderson.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
They're giving us a lot of stuff. Battery pack, trauma pad. Emotional or physical? Just stealing stuff out of your deputy's lockers. Hope you don't mind.
It won't open. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Let's look at the heart.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Tattoos on the
This
body.
looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
All right.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Anything to learn from the body? Cause of death? Yeah, he had his fucking heart ripped open.
Okay. Chest wound is cause of death.
Yeah, no
The
shit.
corpse is bloated. Waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Manuscript page.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
There's a lot of pages, but then again, Alan is a writer, so it makes sense that he would be typing out that manuscript. That is Sean Ashmore.
No, wait.
Hello.
Sheriff?
Oh, hello. Ow. Wait, Casey. Isn't that the name of Alan Wake's character in his mystery novels? Alex Casey, I think it is? Or...
See her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack or safe haven in combat, it'll become temporarily unavailable.
Go!
end of the chapter. Is it gonna do the same thing where it's like, we don't want to...
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
Cult goal, who's involved? Cult symbols? No.
No.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it.
Nice
Now we can
shoes.
figure out a way forward.
Alright, well, what happened to the sheriff?
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Okay, we know that we can read all the manuscript pages. Looks like more bodies popped open.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
So we gotta find more info.
Can't be opened on this side. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard
gun shops, yo.
It took you this long to get here?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real.
They're a fine pair.
Everybody else didn't hear the gunshots? You would think a whole office of police officers hearing gunshots down below, they'd be rushing down to see what is going on.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
How many times do we have to do this, Walter?
I want out! Something
At my
bad's
wit's
going
end
down.
with you.
I can feel it. Let me out!
Yes, these two are going to wind up going crazy.
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day? No, I don't.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages
No way to
haven't been
tell.
known yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Why are you hiding like Tony Chopper?
Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
You know what happened to Alan's wife? Car can be used to travel between locations.
Clock out, get a beer.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
I mean, fair point. Always good to have information about a death cult before you go investigating. The heart. Is it a telltale heart?
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Well, we did find that
The
area.
writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic
The sun's going down, and we all know what that means.
to solve the case.
What are you guys doing here?
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, man.
Oh, the Federal Bureau of Control.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff.
That's right. The Federal Bureau of Control takes place in the Alan Wake universe.
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Yeah, you know about the
How
murder?
did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around
Hey.
here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Yeah, the Federal Bureau
Stephen,
of Control.
we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can gnaw right through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother.
One thing I do know is that they do use like Swedish
My hometown
actors
was founded by Finnish immigrants.
in Finnish actors
So
for this
between
too.
your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalanpiirre.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Thank you. I need to head out.
But not before I see what is in here. Clear sign of tampering. Signal was rerouted to transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it, so any alerts will come our way. It's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigation department. Leaving this in case I'm not the next person to fix these things. If you're reading, check for tampering. You may want to put more secure middle casing so that the raccoons can't get into it.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
Hey, it disappeared right in front of your eyes. How would that?
I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Yeah, I'm guessing the big old symbol.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
The footprints.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll...
Footprints leading into the forest. Alright, previous murders.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
I wonder how many like FBI agents actually do wind up doing stuff like that has to deal with cults. Is performing ritualistic to create monsters. Cult symbols.
Think Saga.
The cult of the tree is performing rituals to... Okay, where's this area that I was at before? With all that crap. Here we go. Ah, okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so it's wash your hands. You'd wash your hands at the sink. Oh, where's there a... Okay, down and up. Triangle up, down and up. Down and up. Then it's take the chicken out of the fridge. So it's inverted, inverted. Inverted. And then the last one is take a nap. So it'll be over here, and that one is side to side. Wash your hands, take a chicken out of the fridge, take a nap, right?
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Excellent pun. 10 out of 10. Okay, so side to side. Oh, it's pointing like opposite directions. Okay. Opposite direction, side to side. Everything else is correct. There we go.
Notes and ammo.
Don't take anything
Looks
if you're
like
not one
they're
of the
tools
trees.
the trade.
Cases.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
Okay, if we're going down here. Let me guess that rock is gonna be gone now. The music just got all spoopy.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go? I can feel something. A presence.
A dark presence?
Nightingale isn't far.
Ooh, there's actually like more of a horror going on. Maybe the cult of the tree is trying to...
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Flashlight boost.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was...
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
That sounded like gunshots. Okay, now we're starting to see like the battery power for the flashlight now.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
So if we're looking for a fuse, might be something on the outside. Let's look where electrical stuff would be. Aha.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
This way, maybe?
This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
But if you think about it, if people didn't litter, then... Okay, so hold circle to reload the flashlight. Break room is where you can save your progress. Do a quick save and a manual save. Kind of crazy that like now there's manual saves and you only get a limited amount of them.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Alright, murder at Cauldron Lake.
Shouldn't spend time on old questions. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing
So we need a heart.
a ritual.
We have to go back to the morgue and...
Doesn't make sense. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar. She couldn't quite place it. Something long forgotten. She tried to hold on to it, but it was already gone. Inside, a bright light. Saga felt safe. Like nothing could hurt her here. There were objects that stood out to Saga as if the light had manifested them, pulled them from the darkness. A shift in reality, heavy with hidden meanings. A coffee thermos, a shoebox, a mop and a bucket, a poster on the wall, and in the cabinet, another manuscript page. Witch's ladle, towering over Saga, watching her and the witch. The image of the witch in the sign, Nightingale's heart, a cold, dead lump in her hand. Her definition of sanity had changed since she arrived in this town. But she trusted the pages, was forced to. Saga addressed the witch. She squinted to read the first part of the ritual words, the smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory, the words she had read on the page. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign. This was the key. The tree was the threshold.
Alright, Nightingale.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
Cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
The heart, where is it?
Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
Uh-oh.
They played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart.
Do a quick save.
Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson.
Don't forget to save often.
Years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Everything's getting a little bit eepy. Okay.
Christ.
Jesus. Freaking deer. Whoa! Using painkillers allow you to heal. Painkillers, but grant a smaller health benefit. You should probably call Casey and let him know what's going on. page manuscript. Oh, there's the heart.
The text on the heart is clearer now.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Sounds literary, but what does it mean? Found the heart in the fridge, just like the page said I would.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They had been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game.
I wonder if, like, this is Alan writing the story, or if it's like the Dark President's like trying to force him to write it.
Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night, wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand.
Is the body gone? Yep, that body is gone.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Are you sure about that? I mean, everything that you're doing is breaking the laws of all things, you know, of reality. Whoop.
Well, now there's less.
Let me see how many. Quick slot. Ah, hello. So we're having healing items a lot like Resident Evil. Where it's like, you know, it's kind of crazy like how Resident Evil, like, now has kind of influenced the whole, like, right, the heart.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror.
Bet that bureau control thing is going haywire right about now. This kind of looks like when Jesse had to deal with Polaris.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo.
She's probably not going to be able to get back, is she?
Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
So she has a son and a daughter then. Or had a daughter. Oh, I saw him.
What was that?
Didn't look like Alan.
Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The writer went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves.
Okay.
It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. There's
This is kind of crazy. I like it.
Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
Like we know that like this is all like something that like Alan is doing, but it's also the fact that like he's doing it, and then it's also like as much as he doesn't want the dark presence to get out of Cauldron Lake, it's like, you know, it's still found ways to get out, and everybody who is possessed by the dark presence cannot find themselves
He's here. Nightingale.
oh look, a flare. Yeah, that or it's just a stylistic choice.
Who is that?
Yeah, that's Alan.
It's like they're coming in over a bad signal.
Ooh, I like that. It reminds me of Control when you saw all that stuff going on. When like it's like bleeding into like the different areas.
Nightingale's badge.
Let me guess, he's gonna be like our first mini boss. That's what they want. They want the clicker that Alan used to destroy the body that the Dark Presence was using. And this is the tunnel of lights, I think, that Alan used in order to get past everything. I love the fact that, like, it bleeds into and, like, you see everything changing. Like, it's not quite one thing, but it's not quite the other. Kind of reminds me of, I was about to say Five Nights at Freddy's, but the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Whoa, shit. Whoa. I gotta get good at that aiming. Oh, hello. Ah. Okay, not good. Need something with a lot more pep. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Wait. Tell you one thing, this guy can sure take a bunch of bullets. I think he eats more bullets than 50 Cent. Where's he at? There you are. Oh, come on, I dodged that. Dodging from momentarily incapacitating it.
Time to run, Saga.
Oh, hello. A good thing they're giving me more stuff to use. Right? Right. Okay, where did you come from? Uh-oh. Time to run.
Get to safety.
Oh, hello. Okay, I can't go through there, but I can go forward. Hopefully we get a bigger gun. Something like a shotgun would be good. There he is.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The Dark Presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
Is she gonna jump into the lake? Oh, there he is.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
Scratch.
He's chased the story. The Dark Presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your
Alan
name?
Wake.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from?
The lake.
You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Probably hasn't even felt like 13 years for him, just considering, like...
Where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alright, y'all. I think we're going to leave it here for tonight. Like I said, I've been up for really early. We're going to go ahead and raid Michelle. It's been a while since I've seen her on stream. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Stay safe. I'll probably be on sometime tomorrow for more Alan Wake 2. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe, be safe, and be good to each other. Later.